Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Our 2021. After last year, we're excited to have a new year. Let's call the meeting to order. Um, Roll call, please. Oh, let's do the flag first. Flag. I'm sorry. Pledge allegiance.
My dear my mother, your mother please, my mother.
Okay. Chairwoman Julie Hay Smith. Vice Chair.
Okay. To the grandma. They did it.
Vice Chair Lisa Ryan.
I'm here.
Dr. Bill Tollimer.
Present.
Crystal Clark. Brittany Lee.
Brittany, is that you?
I'm here. I just can't see myself.
Oh.
And Denise Lawrence.
I'm here.
Denise?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay. Welcome, everybody. Looking forward to a new year, new things. Get back to school and everybody get started again. Right now, we're going to do the selection of the chair and the vice chair for this coming up year. Do we have any nominations for the chair position?
I nominate Dr. Tollimer for chair.
Second the motion. Okay, let's do the vice chair.
Want to put it to a vote? All in favor?
Can't hear him.
Can't hear him?
Denise and not Crystal, Denise and Brittany, can you guys hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. So we're going to do a vote then, okay, on the chair position. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. All opposed say nay. Okay, vote's been taken. Okay. Dr. Chalmer will be chair. Let's do vice chair. I'd like to nominate, nominations. So I'd like to nominate Brittany Lee. Okay, do we have a second? Okay, we have a second. Let's vote on that. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, anybody opposed say nay? Okay, guys, great. Super. We have a chair and a vice chair. Wonderful. Look forward to working together and working with our school systems. Okay?
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And so our next order of business is to put the liaisons. Liaisons is one of the special parts of our program and our board is to visit schools and be a good liaison to understand exactly what goes on and to be a conduit of information for both. So Crestwood Middle, Crystal, you had said that's, so we'll assign Crystal to Crestwood Middle. So Brittany, do you have a preference of which class or which school you want to be part of?
I don't. How about Cypress Trails?
Okay, you are there. You are there. Denise, how about you? Which school would you like to have?
I don't have a preference.
Okay.
So
How about, let's see. Why don't we put you at how about Western Academy? Western Academy. Okay. I'm going to do the high school because I hear they have a really groovy principal over there, so I'm going to hang out over there. And then I believe that Lisa Ryan wanted the Royal Palm Elementary. And then that left Julie at HL. Have we missed any schools, Jacqueline? That looks like it. Go back over. It's Crystal, Crestwood, and then we've got Brittany at Cypress Trails, and then we'll get Julie at HL, and then I'll be at the high school, and then Lisa will be at the elementary, and Denise will be at the Western Academy. Okay?
Yes.
And remember, we come in and we have our reports, so every time you visit, it's great to share what you've seen and who you've talked to and all those pieces there. Okay? Moving on, we go to the reports from our central region. Oh, you want to go with the calendar first? Okay. So Brittany and Denise, if you would pull out your calendars so we can kind of go over the advisory board meetings. Okay. So Monday, these are all on Mondays, of course, right? So the first one we're going to get to is going to be the September 13th. Anybody, let's do it this way. Anybody not good with September 13th? I was trying to be a little more diplomatic, Jacqueline. Okay. And then the second one will be October 4th. October 4th. Okay? Because the 11th is Columbus Day. Then we move to November 8th. And then December 13th. November 8th and December 13th. Then we move into, there's no meeting in January. Just so everybody knows, there's no meeting in January. And then we come back on Valentine's Day because my favorite people in the world are right here. This is amazing. I can spend Valentine's Day with Jacqueline and Councilman Hamera. Right?
I feel the love.
There's love here today, right? And then March 14th. And then the scholarships, which is the most important thing. I think one of the most important we do is going to be on a Saturday. We'll take the all day again, and we'll find it that Saturday everybody's open. And then the final one will be on May 9th. Final one will be on May 9th. So does anybody have any conflicts, or does it look okay? Denise, sound good? Brittany, sound good?
Yes, it
Sounds good to me.
Okay, great, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Jacqueline, we can move on to the regions. Central Region? We have any reports from Central Region? Nope. How about the district? Oh, yeah, well, please. Mission Possible.
Good evening, Stephanie Nance. So excited to start the year, and our theme this year, Fresh Reset at Crestwood Middle School. Mission is together to do us in the best of all of the people that attend Crestwood Middle School and the children here in the village at large. And so just wanted to update this body that we are so excited. We are finishing up our modernization projects at Crestwood Middle School. Your penny at work. And we want you to know that we have upgrades at the school, hoping to, then when it's time, include a brand new in our main building, which one we have and in our main building. Some other beautiful in our class with this body supporting the referee, bring all of those beautiful open our doors for you guys to take a tour with. So I thank you.
On September, October, anywhere?
Somewhere in there, actually, phase, almost the. So we're nearing that phase now. So we're looking possibly end of September, maybe 1st of October. But when we get the go ahead to be able to bring you out and give you a tour, I definitely will bring it to this body or to Miss Davy, and I'll let you know.
Well, because this magazine, Royal Palm Magazine, might be a great place to highlight that beautiful school and what you guys are doing. So
Absolutely.
I think that'd be a good thing to remind them of, okay?
Thank you very much, and I'll connect with you, and we'll go from there. So
Great. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you
Nance.
so much.
Hey, Dr. Nance, do you have, are they coming? How's this? Are you crawling with students, or do you have anywhere understanding what the numbers are?
So right now, our tentative enrollment as of today was 779. And so, yes, we're nearing very close to our projected enrollment number,
Yeah.
which is 793,
93?
I believe. So, yes, we're very excited. We've had a very healthy influx of students and their families coming out to register. So we are very excited about the year ahead. We had a great turnout on Friday for our scheduled pickup and our new student orientation. The day prior to that, we actually opened our doors for our new Eagle Invasion. So we had our 6th grade babies coming out and spending a day with us at Crestwood. And so we're just very excited to be able to, again, go back to school, in-person learning with our students. And at the same time, we are very mindful of the uptick that has happened with the COVID cases. And so our team has been working very hard to ensure that from day one that we are maintaining those social distancing guidelines and our cleaning protocols. All of those components are in place, and we are ready to execute day one for our kids.
Great, super, congratulations.
Thank you.
Looking forward to that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Armas.
Hi, good evening. Just want to let you know that the student council, our student body president this year will be Alexandra Agate, Agate, Alexandra Agate. Yes, and so she'll be here for your next meeting, and I'll get you that email, Jackie. Thank you for that. Yeah, today we've had our week back with the teachers, and you know, they're as excited as they've ever been. Of course, with all the COVID things, we all know that there's so much uncertainty right now. But quite frankly, our faculty is right there. They're all in, and they're as excited as they've ever been for preschool. So we're really proud of our faculty for, you know, how they're handling all of this, right? And of course, we've gotten last minute guidance from the state in how to handle some of with masks and how they're doing things. So that was just introduced over the weekend, so we gave it to the staff today, and they're going to go with it, and we're going to make it work right. And so we feel real good about where we are as a faculty. Like Steph, we've got construction going on. Ours is supposed to be done in October. We know that with construction, that usually means November, right? But fortunately, the big concern for us was that they were redoing the lights in every single room, making them digital and LED, right? And so we had to literally take classes out, and we were concerned about that. The one good thing about the whole COVID thing was that because we had such few students, that became a little easier. We're pretty much done with that, so we won't have to displace students. And the air conditioning, for the most part, has all been done. We've just got a couple little areas, so we feel good about that. The rest of the construction hopefully won't impact the students as much as it would have last year had we had all 2,400 on campus. We were projected at 2,300 and high 70s. We're right now at 2,414. That's the highest we've had in 12 years. Right? And so, although that number will change, now, right? That number will change. There'll be some students who we have in our roles who actually will go to another school for whatever reasons. But then we will have some kids who are coming from other schools, and we need to get them through that whole registration process. We found that this time of year, that number might dip a little bit, but it won't, it usually sticks somewhere around that area. So we think that we'll probably be up. Now, the big question is we just don't know about the whole engagement piece. There are a lot of students who disappeared last year. Right? And so the question is are we going to get them back, right? And how soon are we going to get them back? Actually, that's not true. The question is not to me, are we going to get them back? We'll get them back. It's when, right? That's my biggest concern, right? We want to try to get them here as soon as possible. We don't want to lose, instruction time at all with the kids. And so, for us, that's a big deal. It's that whole student engagement, get them back, and get them going. So, for now. Our teachers are ready, and somebody asked me if we were ready. And I told them the beautiful thing about it is it doesn't matter because they're coming anyway, whether we're ready. But we are. We've got it managed. We've got really good people. Our leadership team does a really good job of getting the campus ready. And so, we'll see. The whole student engagement piece is the one thing that right now is the biggest. We are very fortunate. The federal government, because of all of the COVID money that's come down, the district received a lot of money. And to our leadership's credit, I think they've done a good job of distributing the money and making it categorical. When anybody has ever asked me what do you need? Like, what do you need? How can I support? I always say, just give me more people. Right? I believe in human capital. I think I just need people. And one of the things that they did was that we all received, Title I schools received 6 extra positions. 6 extra positions. And at high school level, right? The high school level, we received 6. And, that includes a couple of positions for supporting the faculty in what they're doing, right, through our PLCs, our common planning periods, and some support for our teachers. Also included some reading and math, and including 2 positions for graduation, where we can use them however we see fit, as long as it's towards graduation. At Royal Palm Beach High School, we'll be using those positions in pull-out situations to help students who still don't have their scores in reading and in math, so that we can get them SAT prep, get them to get that concordant score so we can graduate them. And having said that, right now, we just got our last kid in over the summer to graduate today, because in theory, the way it works is that we have until the last day before the first day, to get a kid all of the things that they need to graduate. We got one today. We think that we still might be able to get one more today through some credit recovery. But right now, we feel pretty good about the fact that we're going to be somewhere around 94% graduation for the class of 2021, somewhere in that ballpark. And I think when you think about all of the challenges that we were faced, and it's not just, obviously our faculty did a great job, but so did our kids, right? And managing through all of that remote learning and all of that craziness, and certainly our teachers and our counselors. And so we feel really good about that number, and we'll, continue to work on trying to get that. We think it'll be another school record. So we'll know more in December when the actual numbers come out. So.
Do me a favor, and can you bring some of the IB stuff that's going on and where they're at, where they're going, some collegiately what they did, and just some update on that next month?
We can do that. I can tell you right now that our numbers are down. We believe that. I really believe that it's hurt our recruiting, the COVID thing. The majority of our recruiting, we feel, is done best when we're at the fairgrounds and when we're bringing people in and they can see the great things we have going on. We really believe that's best, and we do believe that that the COVID has hurt. We know that applications district-wide for choice has been down some, right? But for us in the academies, we're able to maintain pretty much. But our IB numbers are down the last couple of years, so we're working on trying to see how we can get those numbers up. I believe that when we get back to a normal recruiting, kind of all of the recruiting things that we normally do, we'll be able to get back out there and get those numbers again. But right now, I can tell you we're down, in numbers.
I want to have a private conversation with you about this. The college is not taking ACTs and SAT scores anymore. Just your thoughts about that. I think that's an interesting dynamic that I'd love to hear at some point.
We could talk about that for a long time. but we wouldn't do that to Ms. Clark tonight.
No, not Crystal reminded me.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Armisen.
Thanks for having us.
Mr. Chair, if you don't mind, before you step away, I'm curious about the Navy Junior ROTC program. How's that been doing?
That was actually great. We had a bad incident in our JROTC, and it's like everything else, that when we get our people who are good people that come together, we can usually solve just about anything. And so we had a bad situation happen. Our JROTC kids rallied, and they really did. They came together, and they wanted the program. They loved the JROTC program, and then of course we were able to find a replacement teacher in there, and he thanks to Boca Raton High School, who loaned us a JROT instructor for most of the year, and it worked out that we were able to keep him. So we actually had both. There are 3 Navy JROTCs in the district. Palm Beach Gardens, who's they both are very strong programs that have been around for a long time. Palm Beach Gardens and Boca, that really has a monster program, and have been around a long time. And they have several naval instructors, and Susie King, Dr. Susie King, the principal there, reached out to me and generously offered to send one of their instructors to us. He's awesome. He's great in every way. He took with the kids. He kind of was at both schools for a while, and he's going to stay on full time now. And Chief Sergio Chief Sandoval, and he's taken the program, and he's already growing it, and we feel good about where we are with the program. Kids are all on board. He runs a good, tight ship, no pun intended, and does a really good job with the kids. So we're very fortunate to have him. We certainly were grateful to Dr. King at Boca for allowing us all of that. So it's worked out for us, even though it wasn't a good situation last year.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any other principals that are online that we're not seeing that want to update us? No? Okay. Councilman Hamira, anything you want to add? Update us on or anything?
Well, you just held up the Royal Palm magazine, the most recent edition, which has this outstanding board on it, covered. And of course, the original, which I just happen to have a copy of. So I can figure out which way to push it.
You're
There
good
you
right
go.
there.
All right. And
So we're upgrading each month.
so I figured you would say that. Actually, my take on it is that education is so important in Royal Palm Beach that 2 out of the 3 publications have had something to do with education here in Royal Palm. So that's the kind of statement that I think
Says a lot.
this is made, and it says a lot, and says a lot about this board and about the professionals we have leading our schools here in Royal Palm Beach, the kids, especially the kids. That's all I really have to offer.
Not just quickly, Ms. Andrews had called upon us to come up to present to the board about a plan for interim. And I was able to go up and share some thoughts and some of my background and some of the things about they needed and to validate some of their thoughts, and they were able to come up and they have the new, they like the interim model, and that's why they're doing their interim model. Then they're doing a national search. So at least we were excited to come up and help and provide some of the expertise we have here at our board. And I thought that was a good sign that they value us from there. So that's a good thing. Before we adjourn, just want to say thank you again, Dr. Armas. Thank you again, Dr. Nance, to hopefully see that beautiful school coming up and all the good things. And, just blessings and everything about how crazy it was last year just to get these children back to normal, because it is a mess. And they have been a mess, and they are excited to get back and be humans again. So, and we appreciate what you guys are doing to keep it that way and keeping your own people safe and mentally, the health of the mental health of those that are working for you, because this is not an easy deal whatsoever at all. So we thank you both for that. Having no other business, Jacqueline, we're good? Okay, let's adjourn the meeting, everyone. The meeting is adjourned.